So you guys, Selena Gomez and her friend of 10 years and the person who donated her kidney to Selena to help save her life and her career, because if Selena would have been on dialysis now, her life would change. It would be all about that machine. You know how I know? I'm on dialysis and we had the same diagnosis: lupus nephritis. Lupus is an autoimmune disease that it's your body, your immune system attacks your own body, your own organs. And Nick Cannon has the same thing. So anyway, Francia donated her kidney in 2017 to Selena. Selena came out and told everyone in 2015, I think it was in October, that she had been diagnosed with lupus. And by 2017, 2 years after that revelation, she was in need of a kidney transplant. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was diagnosed as a little child and with lupus nephritis. I wasn't even a preteen yet. I was diagnosed over 30 years ago, and I've had a kidney transplant and I need another one. Something was wrong with the one that I got, and so it just didn't function very well and it failed very quickly. But anyway, Selena was blessed. I'm not going to call her lucky. She was blessed that Francia decided, I'm going to, even though it was, from my knowledge, from what I've read and the videos that I've seen, Francia just, it was spontaneous that she reacted to Selena needing an organ. And guess what? She didn't change her mind, people. She went through the surgery to save Selena's life. Well, now they're at odds, it seems, because Selena posted something on she tweeted, I think it was a tweet, where she said that her only friend in the industry is Taylor Swift. Well, guess what? Francia is also in the industry. So how could she conveniently forget about her? Okay? And I think that was a slap in the face of someone who saved your life, Selena. Well, Francia commented underneath the tweet, interesting. Or I don't know if it was a tweet or if it was on Instagram, but she commented, interesting. And Selena, selfish in my opinion, Selena. So after Francia commented, interesting, Selena commented or put out another tweet. Sorry, I didn't mention every person I know. I mean, instead of saying something like, Francia, you're my sister, I don't see you just as a friend, she could have said something like that. But she's like, sorry, I didn't mention every person I know. I mean, to me, that is a slap in Francia's face, you guys. Because donating an organ, let me tell you about donating a kidney. I've never done it, but I know about it. I've met people who have donated their kidneys. It is harder. And Francia, she has videos out there on YouTube. You guys go and look. She describes how hard it was after the surgery. So it is true. When you need a kidney, your body is going through torture and hell. It is not healthy. You're not clearing toxins. You get brain fog. I mean, it affects every area of your body. You become anemic because the kidneys play a role in telling the body, telling your bone marrow to make new blood cells. So you become anemic. You get iron deficient. Food starts to taste funny. I mean, you don't make as much urine, some people. I mean, you start to retain fluid in your ankles, your face, your abdomen, everywhere. It just really messes you up. So dialysis is one thing that can keep you alive until you can get a kidney, but it's not a life. I know firsthand, okay? My life revolves around dialysis. It is like life support. So her friend saved her from all of that by giving her a kidney. And for 3 months, usually that is the time it takes a person to fully recover, for your one kidney to start functioning at 100%, because one kidney does 50% of the load and the other kidney does 50, which is why you have two. So once you give one away, that other kidney, because it's your own kidney, it will start to function at 100% of what you need after you donate. But it is, your body is healing from the inside out. You're stiff when you first have surgery because you have to heal from the inside out. You're not, bending and jumping and picking up your legs. You really have to take it easy, which is why most people, when they donate a kidney, the recipient usually, raises money to help them pay their bills until they can go back to work. Because if you're not doing a desk job, you're not going back to work for at least 3 months. Anyway, I think Francia is a dancer, so she couldn't work for those 3 months, okay? Selena, in my opinion, is ungrateful. Now, they said the snub really happened because Selena made this documentary for Apple TV, and I can't remember that. I think it was My Mind and Me. And she did not mention Francia Raisa in her documentary, not one time. That's what they're reporting, okay? So let me read some of the responses that people are putting out there about Selena. Every person I know, bitch, she gave you one of her organs, someone else said. Well, anyway, I'm not going to read all of them, but they are going in on Selena. And some people are going in on Francia and saying, she's like a sister to her. She didn't have to name her. But I think she should have. Now, let me say this. If Selena needed an organ right now, needed a kidney, would Taylor Swift give her one if they were a match? Is Taylor really your friend? Did she visit you in the hospital? Did she visit Francia because Francia gave you that organ? I would, if you were my best friend, I would be there thanking her, hugging her, doing whatever I could to help her recover. And I don't know if that happened or not, but Selena, you are selfish, in my opinion. This is my opinion. You are ungrateful. And guess what, Selena? Do you know that if you don't take care of yourself and that kidney, you're going to be on that list again? I didn't get a healthy kidney. I got a effed up kidney, but I was still grateful for it. It was hard while I had it, but I was able to get off that machine for a time in my life, a few years, that I actually was able to live, and dealing with that made it worth, dealing with the problems that I had with that kidney made it worth it that I wasn't on that life support machine anymore. Because without it, you die. So she literally saved you from torture. She literally saved you. She did. So for you to say, I'm sorry I didn't name everybody I know, or however you said it, tweeted it, was horrible. And I guess you feel that you're still young, Selena. You have a lot to learn, baby. That girl is a real friend. I wonder if Taylor would even give you blood, which she can make in 24 hours. She would have all that blood back. I wonder if she'd even give you a pint of blood. Well, I hope you never have to find out. And let me tell you something. Usually, a kidney that is donated by a living donor, which your friend of 10 years was your living donor, it usually lasts, well, it can, let me not say usually because anything can happen, but it can last 15 to 25 years. I know people who've had them for 30 years. That is not the norm, though. So, more likely than not, if you were a normal person, you would need another transplant within that time. But since you're uber rich, who knows what treatments you can get to extend the life of that kidney. But just know, Selena, that girl saved your life. And would Taylor do it? Really sit and think. I'm not going in on Taylor Swift, you guys. She does not have to do anything with her body for someone else's sake. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Selena, in my opinion, is selfish and cold-hearted, that she would not acknowledge the person who gave her an organ to save her life. The person who is let me tell you something. This girl is going to walk around with that scar that she was probably so proud to have, showing what kind of a good person that she is. She saved someone's life. Now she's going to walk around with this scar and be like, I was made a fool of. I gave my organ to someone who doesn't appreciate me, who really doesn't give a damn about me. She didn't mention me in anything. And I would think that this would be one of the biggest things that ever happened to her in her life, to Selena. I didn't even know who my donor was. It was a deceased donor, someone who was being kept alive on life support, on those, on the machines. And she had decided before her death, she'd signed that she wanted to be an organ donor. And when they called me, I cried like a baby on the way there. Do you guys know why I cried? It wasn't because I was yes, I was happy. I was also afraid, but it hit me on the ride there. It was a 3-hour ride to the hospital. It hit me. Oh my gosh, someone has passed away. Someone's family is mourning right now. They are beside themselves. And my family is going to be so happy and feel so blessed after I receive this organ. I had to go to counseling, you guys. I felt that much, I'm sorry about my voice, you guys. I felt that much guilt that I was benefiting while someone else had lost their lives. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know this person. To this day, I don't know who that person was because their family decided not to meet any of the recipients. But I've never ever stopped. Even though the kidney failed, I still think about what a gift that was. And Selena, you're being this way with that person. Think about it. I mean, seriously, we all felt sorry for her when she was going through her mental issues and her so-called drug problems. And we felt sorry for her because we knew that she was going through all of this illness. Well, I've been there in the same place. And I understand what a blessing you received. I mean, I guess now that she's feeling good and well and healthy, she's not thinking about where she was. But you better think about it, Selena, because God can give it and he can take it away. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments. I think that it was just a horrible, horrible thing to say, that, well, you're not good. You didn't know you had to name everybody you knew. I would think that in the industry, she would be the most important person to you. All right, you guys, let's talk about this in the comments.